another one here in Virginia, so that we can basically have some facilities where you don't have to go so far to get care and to get help. If you have ever needed help as a veteran, anyone that reaches out to my office, we personally help with you. Most of our veterans issues many times are at the federal level, but I've worked for 3 congressmen, and I understand what we need to do to help our veterans. I worked for Congressman Randy Forbes, if you remember him, who was a strong advocate for our veterans and our veterans community, and served on many of his boards and everything. Listen, we have to put our veterans first.
Yes, ma'am.
But where we are in our country is we're putting illegals
Yes, ma'am.
ahead of our veterans.
Yeah.
And that should never, ever
no,
be.
no.
Ever.
That's right.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Among all the great issues you covered today, it's spectacular. I cannot be in more support. But can we put our Confederate monuments back all over Virginia?
Absolutely.
That's right.
The question is, and I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm really glad you mentioned that. I am the only legislator on the floor of the Senate who defends our Confederate monuments. The only one. The only one. Because I believe that we should protect our history and not erase it. And as governor of Virginia, I will put the monuments back. I absolutely will.
All of those things were Americans before the war.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
That's exactly
Amen.
right. They are our veterans. They are our veterans. And you know, that's part of this educational indoctrination that's going on, is that our kids are taught that these are hate symbols. They're not hate symbols. They've never been that way. Let's talk about 1861, when most of these statues were put up. Many of them put up in honor that the war was over,
Yes.
and to celebrate not slavery. These were not designed to keep people in bondage.
The war
It was to
wasn't about
celebrate.
slavery.
You're right. It was a war between the states. Yes, I get it. I was born in Alabama.
There you go.
I moved here when I was 11, and I've been thankful to be raised as a Virginian, but I have a little spicy Alabama fire that in me as well, which I get, I think, from growing up in Alabama, and I just speak the truth. It just kind of in my DNA.
Amen. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I'm totally for our putting